Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the lesson number 2, book number 3. Photo 1. Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. Lesson 2, new words and definitions. To drop, dropped, dropped. To cut, cut, cut. To cut yourself. Makeup. To stop, stopped, stopped. Tight, loose. Tramp, indigent. To fall down. To laugh, laughed, laughed. To smile, boot, heel. Recipe, shoelace, shoelaces, the plural one. Sharp. Photo 2. Razor blade, oven, trap, beggar, gossip, gossipy, hypocrite. Definitions. Come on. To cure, cured, cured. Burn, excellent. To help yourself, heat, indigestion. Joke. Who is it by? Speaking about a hit, about music, movies, books. Sell, to serve, served, served. Soar, to try, tried, tried. To try on, to fit clothes. Welcome. Thanks. Photo 3. Lesson 2, grammar notes, reflexive emphatic pronouns. In reflexive sentences, the subject and the subject of the verb are the same person or thing. I hurt myself. You hurt yourself. He hurt himself. She hurts herself. It hurt itself. Can you see? Here we have the singular, 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 singular pronouns. But in this case, we have the plural ones, and that's why we change this self by selves. We hurt ourselves. You plural hurt yourselves. They hurt themselves. Photo 4. We also use these pronouns to emphasize that the subject did the action. Example, I fixed the car myself. Can you see that? Without any help. Sometimes we emphasize that the subject did the action with the word by, that is here, or all by, and the reflexive pronoun. Example, I fixed the car myself or all by myself. Remember, with the emphatic pronouns, nobody is helping or doing the action for you. You do it yourself. Thanks. Yes. Let's open your student book. Here, the lesson number 2. And one of you read one word, and your partner the other one, and go on reading them in that way until you finish, and then take time for a conversation using these new words and the definitions, saying sentences, examples, personal opinions. I don't like to wear shoelaces because if I am running, they can get loose and I can have an accident. Thank you. And then let's open the lesson number 2. Read it in this way. For example, Dorian, you read the first line, and Susan, you read the second line, and then go in that way. After listening and reading them, do the conversation practice that we have 1 and 2. Thank you. Let's open the cue book, chart number 1, and on page number 10, do the exercise A. What each person saying? What is each person saying? Use cue book chart number 1 and choose the correct sentence. And for example, if you look at the number 15 on the cue book, then it says, we have 2 options. Hold the line or I can't hear you. And can you see? The number 15 is here, so it's this one. I can't hear you. Why? Because there's music around, loud music. Thank you. In the exercise B, let's use the cue book, chart 1, again, and look at the number 16. 16, okay, right here. Look at this lady. What has just happened to the woman? She's just falling down. And then go. If you want, you can also discuss the situations. Thanks. Developing your skills. On page number 12. Before doing this exercise, I recommend you to have a look at the grammar summary, read it, and immediately let's do it. Thank you. On page number 13, do the test yourself. Use the correct reflexive emphatic pronoun and choose the right word in the following sentences. The same. I recommend you to go again right there. Thank you. Reading. An old tramp walked into the shoe department of a large store and sat down. His clothes were old, his shoes didn't have any laces, and his socks were full of holes. He wore a hat that was too small for him and an enormous red flower on his jacket. Soon a saleswoman came. "Can I help you, sir?" she asked. "I'd like a pair of boots, miss," the tramp answered. The woman asked about the size, color, and style he wanted and brought him some boots. The tramp tried on one pair after another. Some were too tight, others were too loose, some were comfortable but too big, some had very high heels, others were too low, some had laces, some didn't. But there was always something wrong with every pair he tried on. While he was trying on the boots, 2 children sat down opposite him. Whenever the old tramp put on a new pair of boots, the children laughed. The tramp became angrier and angrier. "I've had enough," he shouted and ran after them, across the store, down the stairs, out of the door, and into the street. When they turned the corner, the children stopped. The tramp stopped too. "Thanks, kids. These are just great," he said. "Now I need another jacket and a new pair of pants. Maybe a nice warm pair of socks too. And then I'll be ready for winter." Thank you. Go. Let's open the questions book. Page number 3. Answer and discuss the questions. What do you normally do? Well, I normally get up early and then just talk as much as you can or as you want. Thank you. When you finished doing this first oral practice, do this one. For example, what is an expensive brand of makeup? Eliminate the hyphen. Lancome is an inexpensive. Well, an inexpensive brand of makeup is Lice, for example, because it's very cheap if you compare the prices with Lancome and other ones. Thank you. When you finish doing this oral practice, that is very nice too. Here is the last one. Was anybody sick in your house last week? Who? Yes, my sister was sick in my house. What happened? She was infected with the coronavirus, COVID-19. Thank you. Okay, for the next Tuesday, we are going to do the first oral test, lesson number 1. I need you not to use the book when you are going to be doing this exam. Well, thank you very much for taking your time for another lesson, and I hope to see you in this classroom very soon. Bye.